All right, welcome back to another video. Today we are testing FSD 14.3.6, and we are going to go to a few different destinations, see how it does with that, and then we're going to test the curb test. So we do have, there's a curb behind a shopping center here that we can see if FSD 14.3.6 can actually see this curb. It has not seen it in previous versions, so it's actually a critical disengagement. So we're going to test that out after we see how it does with a few different destinations here. So first destination, we are going to park in the parking lot here. It's a Mexican restaurant. This situation right here, we do have an unprotected left turn, so we do need to get out here. It never uses the center lane. And I kind of wish it would. I wish it would get out into the center, in the median, and, kind of get set up to take this turn, do it in two parts, instead of, it seems to only ever wait for it to be clear on both directions before it makes any move at all. And that's what it did this time. So, I mean, it would be more efficient for it to go out into the center median and then wait for the other direction to be clear. That's fine. I mean, it's fine to do it all in one move, but I do think it would be more efficient to do it in two parts. Wait for the left side to be clear, go out into the center median area, and then wait for the right side to be clear and then go. But for some reason, it doesn't seem like it ever does that. It never uses the turn lanes anymore. It used to on previous versions. It seemed to use the turn lanes and the center median area of intersections to do turns, but it no longer does that. So I don't know if that's just a choice that they've made where, we want it to be a little bit more cautious. I guess. I don't know. I mean, to me, that's actually harder if you don't use that, but either way, it did it safely, so no problem. I don't, I don't have any reason to believe that it's unsafe to do it that way. It's just not the way I would do it. And that's not really a navigation preference. I guess it's just more of a convenience preference. All right, so this first destination, we did park in the parking lot. No problems. We didn't park in a handicap space or anything like that. And we're very close to the destination, so that was a good parking job. All right, so for this next navigation, we are going to Starbucks. It's across the street. I'm not doing any of the navigation where it's going to go straight across the street, across 5 lanes. That's what it's always done. It still does that same navigation, and I would not prefer that it does that, but it does still do that. It'll wait until there's, it's clear, 5 lanes of traffic, the 2 lanes each direction, and then the turn lane. It'll wait for all of that instead of just, taking a right, going down a little bit, turning left at an actual light or something like that, or another turn in for the same parking lot. So I've pretty much given up on it actually doing that kind of navigation the way that I would expect it to do. or the way that I think would be the easiest way to do it. It doesn't really need to take the hardest route every time. It always did it well, but I mean, often it would cause it to take a lot longer to make that same navigation. And okay, all right. So we are parking at the Sherwin-Williams. So we're parking at the Sherwin-Williams. It's for parking for Sherwin-Williams customers only. Yeah. So, I mean, Sherwin-Williams is not open. Starbucks is. We were supposed to be going to Starbucks, and there's plenty of spaces at the Starbucks. So this is kind of a fail as far as parking is concerned. But we did park successfully. We parked within a parking spot with no problem. But I would definitely, if I wasn't just making this video just to see how the testing was going, I definitely would have disengaged and reparked it where it needed to park. So that made no sense to park literally at a different business than the one that we were navigating to. So it still doesn't have that awareness of where the actual destination is, unfortunately. So these are things that it's really going to need to figure out. I mean, I understand that if it was a robo-taxi situation, we would, get dropped off at the door or whatever that would be. It's just going to be curbside. So that's fine, because in theory, the car would just continue on and go somewhere else. But if it's my car and I want it to take me to a destination, and then even if I want it to do curbside and leave me at the door and then go park itself, it's going to need to park in a valid parking spot rather than a totally different location. All right, this parking was okay. I don't think that I personally would choose to park here, because we are actually, we're right in front of this. We're right in between a semi. They parked their trailer here, and the semi is over there. So it's kind of a weird spot. I probably wouldn't park here, although, I mean, overall, it did a decent parking job. It parked within the space and everything, and we're within walking distance of the location I wanted to park at. So that's fine. Not ideal, but fine. All right, so this last destination, thankfully, it looks like the navigation is going to be through the parking lot to this Red Roof Inn. So we'll just go ahead and start that navigation. Is that still the way it's going to go? I think it is. Let me check that again. But it looked like it was going to be through the parking lot, which is the route that I would prefer. Yes, it's going to be through the parking lot. So that's better than, like, in past versions, the navigation has been back out to the main street and then back onto this other road. A much more difficult way to actually navigate to this location. Definitely, this is the best way to go, just through the parking lot. I mean, we could go to the other side of the parking lot where there's not speed bumps. That would be preferred, and probably the route that I personally would go. But this is still way better than going back out onto the main street, trying to turn left into a turn lane, and then waiting for the light and turning left again to get on this other street. In this way, this is way less busy. There's no cars. We don't have to really contend with any traffic whatsoever. We can just go through the parking lot, and then we're going to turn right onto a not busy road at all, and then we're going to turn left into the location that we wanted to go. So that is definitely the most preferred way to do this. Interesting. So these people are, I mean, this car was pretty far into our lane. FSD handled that very well. It understood they did not want to, they didn't want to turn right. They were turning left. So it's kind of funny though. She was definitely like way far into our lane. I guess they just don't really have any care about which lane they're in. Whatever. All right, so here we are, Red Roof Inn parking lot. We've got a space here. This is a valid parking space. It's a little bit tight. I wouldn't say that was a great parking job. Honestly, we're kind of at an angle, so kind of a poor parking job. But we did get to the location that we were trying to get to, so that is fine. All right, the next destination is the LA Fitness, and it says street parking. I don't really want it to, oh, it's reparking. So it's correcting its parking job there. It's still a little bit crooked, to be honest. Interesting. So it just kind of gave up on going to our next destination. I did have LA Fitness selected. Let's go ahead and we're going to park at the back here of this parking lot. And we need it to be not parking garage. I don't understand how it comes up with parking garage when literally there is no parking garage there. I'm not really sure why it says that. So we're going to change it to parking lot. Hopefully we get out of this parking spot. Okay. All right. Definitely could have backed up further. Now we're going to have to do multiple backup and turn again. Wow. All right. So it does that a lot of times. It definitely could back up. Could have backed up like 2 or 3 more feet, no problem, and been totally fine. And instead it stops, and it stops short of that. And then it has to readjust multiple times. So that's not a great way to do it. But anyway, so we're going to park here. This is a specific location. I wanted to park here because I want to see if it's going to navigate behind this building. I'm guessing that it will not. But when I put in this final destination here, I'm going to see if it's going to navigate behind the building. Usually what I have to do is I actually have to force it to go behind this building in order to test this curb. So let's see. We will navigate to the final location, and yeah, it's going to go behind. It's going to go in front of the building. So it's actually not going to go the direction I want it to, which is good because it should never go behind a building or a shopping center, because you're going to get situations like we're about to test. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and force it. So I'm going to manually drive here behind the building, and there we go. It re-navigated to go behind the building, and now we are going to test whether it's going to see this curb that is it's not marked, it doesn't have any paint on it, and it honestly should not be here, or if it is here, it should be marked visibly. And no, FSD does not see this curb, unfortunately. I will give it one more try. I always give it 2 tries every time we do this. Each version of FSD, I go ahead and give it a couple tries just to see if it is going to actually see this curb. So we have it back in FSD. I will go ahead and put that front camera on. You can see the curb coming up, and Nope, it's not going to see that curb. So unfortunately, it still fails the curb test. It would drive right over this curb. It needs to just go to the left here a little bit and not drive over the curb. I don't think that that's too much to ask. Again, this curb shouldn't be here, in my opinion. I mean, I'm just going to get it on camera there. This curb shouldn't be there. Clearly, it's not marked or anything, so that's not great. But it is there, and FSD needs to see it. So anyway, fail on the curb test. So anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.